welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be discussing 5 common acne skincare mistakes. These are mistakes I made during my acne journey as well, but the reason why I'm sharing this is because these mistakes are also things that I'm always correcting in some of my clients' routines as well. And I always think this is the kind of information that I love to get out there so you can hopefully correct these things before going to a practitioner, because you may find actually some of these things are triggering your acne to be worse. So I really hope this video is helpful. If you do find it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up to let me know. And also, if you enjoy this video and you aren't already, make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. But anyway, let's get straight on into it. Okay, so the first thing that I have to talk about is the overuse of acids. This is by far the most common mistake I see in people's routines. It's definitely something that I heavily fell into the trap with when I was suffering with my skin back in the day. This is the thing which I tend to see is either aggravating people's acne, it can cause more inflammation, but also in some people I actually find this can be the thing that's really triggering their acne and making it so much worse. Now, the simplest way to put this is that when you are using an acid, you are exfoliating. So if you are using an acid morning and night every single day, you are essentially exfoliating 2 times a day every single day. And your skin cannot keep up with that level of exfoliation. So what's going to happen? Your skin's going to get irritated, your barrier is going to be compromised, and also is that if the skin is renewing at this crazy level, sometimes that can actually be completely counterproductive to what you're trying to achieve and actually cause more blocked pores. And that's why it can actually make some people's acne worse. So you really want to pull the acids back, and we need to find a balance. So what I personally recommend when it comes to acids is I say let's work up to using an acid every 3rd day. So that kind of works out that you're using an acid 2 times a week. That is enough. Like, you will still get the results from your acids that you're using. And what you're most likely going to find is your skin will start responding to those products so much more because you're giving enough time in between for the products to actually work. Now, everyone's skin is going to be a little bit different in terms of how much they can tolerate on an acid level. I would say strip it back to even like once a week, and then build up the acid use to where you feel like it's a sweet spot for you. So you may find that once a week is actually good for you, like your skin's quite sensitive, and actually you find that overusing, more than once a week is too much. Or you might want to build it up so you are using it 2 times a week, or maybe if your skin tolerates acids really well, you might go up to 3 times a week. Now, the other thing I want to touch on when it comes to acids is the products that you're using. The most common thing I see, and this is the thing that's causing people to use it morning and night every single day, is the acids all in the cleansers. Now, granted, the cleansers aren't staying on your skin for as long, so you're not going to get like the full effects really as using like a proper like serum or something that actually stays on the skin. However, if you are using a cleanser still that has these acids in morning and night every single day, it's still a lot, and that can be the thing that's aggravating the skin. Really common products I see people come to me with their routines is like the smoothing cleanser from CeraVe with the salicylic acid, or Legacy Inculus also do a salicylic acid cleanser. I personally am not a fan of products like this. I take them straight out of my clients' routines, and what I would recommend is that when you're using an acid, try and put it in a step like a serum or maybe a toner where you can really control, you can add it in one day, but you can take it out the next. And then you have your stable products like your cleansers, which are really gentle, which you can use daily. And then you find you've got a better balance with your skincare. Sitting right next to me on the counter is actually a pile of some inexpensive skincare products, which are good for an acne prone skin. And after this video, I'm going to be filming that video and sharing a good routine for an acne prone skin. Like some inexpensive products that I recommend. So make sure to subscribe because that video will be coming soon. Okay, so mistake number 2 is over cleansing. Now, we've got to be really gentle with our skin barriers, and particularly in an acne setting, a lot of the products which are geared towards acne in terms of cleansers usually are quite astringent cleansers with lots of like stripping alcohols and like SLS and things that can really disturb the barrier. And although that might make sense to you, because you might think, for example, if you're oily skin, you're like, yeah, but I really want to just strip all of that off my skin because I'm so oily. well, that can actually be making you more oily. When we over cleanse and over strip our barrier, it actually can signal your skin barrier to think there's not enough oil here, so it has to produce more. So actually, by getting stuck in this cycle, you could be making your skin more oily. Now, when I say over cleansing, like, what does that mean? Like, what is over cleansing? It really depends on the skin type. So let's just talk about morning and evening cleanses, for example. When it comes to evening skincare routine, no ifs and buts, you need a good cleansing routine in that routine. But when it comes to morning, it really depends on your skin type. Like, if you actually are someone who's got more of like a normal, or even sometimes a combination, but particularly if you're more dry, doing that morning cleanse actually probably isn't necessary for you. So this is my little tip to try just refreshing your skin with water, patting dry, and then doing your routine and skipping that morning cleanse. Honestly, the results I've seen in that little change have been huge in people's skin. I saw it in myself actually when I learned about this and tried this in my own routine, some years back. I noticed my skin type changed, and I went from being very oily combination to now being actually pretty normal. Like, I don't even have to blot my face in the day anymore, whereas before, oh my god, I was blotting my face constantly. So try that out and see how your skin feels and responds. Now, if you try taking the morning cleanse out and you are still staying very, very oily and you're like, no, I need something just to cleanse my skin in the morning, just go with a super, super gentle cleanser. One of my favorites, which is a little sneak peek, I guess, to one of the products I'm going to mention in my next video. I absolutely love the Inky List Hyaluronic Acid Cleanser. It is so incredibly gentle, and I think it's just perfect for the morning. So if you need something, I would go for something like this. Okay, mistake number 3, skipping moisturizer. Listen, I feel you on this one because I went years in my acne journey literally scared really to touch moisturizers, because moisturizers can actually just be a tricky ground, full stop. I must say, like, finding a moisturizer that doesn't break you out can be hard, and that can be the thing that can like scare you from using them, because a lot of them can be a bit more pore clogging. So it's all about the ingredient composition. But yeah, I also kind of fell into that trap of the mentality of like, I had very oily skin, so I was like, putting moisturizer on, it was like, this doesn't make sense because I'm just adding more oils and things to my skin. I didn't really see the point of it back then. But now, now I'm sitting here saying, no, you need to use moisturizer, because this could be a thing that can actually be worsening your skin condition. So moisturizing is really important, again, for a regulation point of the skin. Little did I know, again, similar with the cleansing, by not moisturizing, actually that was probably making my skin more oily because I wasn't feeding it with the things that it needed. This is really common where people, have really oily skin, and then suddenly they'll start using the right ingredients, like right moisturizers, or using the right cleansers, and then all of a sudden their oiliness like really goes down, and it's really just stopping that cycle of the skin feeling like it needs to overcompensate and produce more oil. The other thing I also want to say from a moisturizer point of view is something I'm very fortunate about and very proud of with my skin, is that I have gone through so many cycles of acne, and I have not got any scarring on my face, like no pitted scars, and the way that I combated that is that when I did learn about this moisturizer thing and I needed to use it, I have been so religious with it, and throughout my whole journey from like learning this, I've always really nourished my skin with moisturizer, and I really think that played a pivotal role in my skin's healing, because I think this is also a very pivotal thing, because if you are not moisturizing and you have a lot of active acne, and you're in the position where you're using a lot of acids and treatments, and it's a very treatment focused skincare, and you're not really working on the support and the health of the skin, well then that is definitely going to increase your risk of scarring, because you're not feeding your skin the things it needs to repair and heal. Stay tuned for the next video because I'll be sharing some of my favourite moisturisers, and also over on my Instagram I do like put up posts, like I've put up a post recently on moisturisers for inexpensive ones, and also other skincare products I share on there, which I always, good options for an acne prone skin. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me over there as well. Okay, so mistake number 4 is not hydrating the skin enough. Now, there is a difference between dry skin and dehydrated skin. Dry skin is where you can actually see like the physical dryness on the skin, like you can see maybe flakiness on the skin, and then you can see that physical kind of texture. Dehydrated skin, if you get that sensation, like when you're doing your routine, if you get that sensation of like tightness where you're like, oh, like your skin just feels tight, your skin's dehydrated. And the other thing I'll also just throw into this is that most of us are dehydrated anyway, because we just have so many external stressors which really dehydrate the skin. Like if you live in a city environment, guarantee your skin's dehydrated because all the pollution just, it drains the hydration out of us. And the reason why I'm including it in today and, you know, with an acne focus is that dehydrated skin can actually contribute to the formation of acne breakouts. When it comes to products to use, I personally love a hydrating serum. I think that they are really effective to really boost the hydration in the skin. But I do also have some favorites like moisturizers that are very hydrating. So what I'll do is in the description box, I'll leave a list of some of my favorite hydrating products and you can go check all of those out. Okay, and then mistake number 5 is natural skincare does not mean that it's better, which is a very controversial, I guess, thing to say, but hear me out from an acne perspective. Listen, when I was on my acne journey, I went down the rabbit hole. So when you go into like even learning about yourself and internal aspects and, you know, trying to get to the root cause, you do get this like much bigger awareness of like health in general. So something else you also start to maybe experiment with is trying to use more natural products, which I totally agree, you know, is fantastic. We do want to minimize like our chemical exposure. However, when it comes to acne, this can be very dangerous ground because a lot of natural products and natural ingredients can be very pore clogging on the skin. So to give you some examples, when it comes to moisturizers, shea butter, no. You don't want to put that on an acne prone skin. You've got the natural oil. So, you know, there's a whole list of those from jojoba to sunflower to apricot kernel to what other ones we've got, coconut. Oh my god, where do we even begin with coconut? Do not touch coconut on your face, okay? Coconut oil is so pore clogging, but it's a natural ingredient, so you got to watch out for these things because they can be really loaded. And also another one is kind of the same with shea butter, is like cocoa butters and things. Anything with butter, watch out for. And also waxes. Sometimes you find like beeswax and things like that going into the products. These are all incredible pore cloggers, and these can definitely, you know, worsen someone's acne and breakouts. When it comes to the oils, I do just want to throw this in here. Some oils can be beneficial for an acne prone skin, but you've got to figure out and listen to your skin. Like, you know, people can say, oh, you know, oils are really great on acne prone skin and you know, because they got these benefits, this and this and this, and then we go and like we use them, we're like, okay, we you know, we've read this information, so it has to be right. So, you know, if the skin's breaking out, we then think, oh, maybe I'm purging, you know, maybe I'm just going through the motions. But no, like listen to your skin. Like if you're using oils and your skin is breaking out, it's not working for you. So yeah, just do please pay attention to that, because I think that's really easy as well when you're going through your acne journey, is we're always searching for the answer and looking at what other people do and listening to what people say. And even with myself and my advice, you know, my biggest tip I can always give to you is just listen to your skin, because even when it comes to products, I might have products that work fantastically on my acne prone skin, but maybe they may not suit you. So do listen to that. Like a great example is niacinamide. Niacinamide works amazing on my skin. My skin can't get enough of it, but some people find niacinamide to be an acne trigger. So yeah, just listen to your skin. But going back to the point of this is, yeah, natural products doesn't mean necessarily, oh, these are completely safe and going to be great on my skin. They actually can be filled with pore cloggers. There's a fantastic website, which I'll leave in the description box, which is a site where you can like copy the ingredients of a product, put it in, press check, and it will tell you if it has any pore cloggers. And if you're feeling really overwhelmed with like ingredients and just not knowing if something's good or not, that's a really great tool to use. As I said at the beginning, have made all of these mistakes. But yeah, let me know if you've experienced them, or maybe if you're watching this video and like, oh my god, I'm making this mistake right now, like let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you want another video like this, I can do more content like this. And also, if you aren't already and you enjoyed this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss miss any future videos. You know, if you're going through your acne journey, keep going. You are so much closer today than you were a month ago. Even if it doesn't feel like it and you feel like you're going through a bit of a rough place, trust me, you are so much closer today than you were yesterday to a month ago, a year ago. And acne journeys, they are never just like linear. They have bumps and, you know, ups and downs in them. I mean, you just have to look at my own acne journey. I cleared my skin and then completely out of the blue, I suddenly got hormonal acne again out of nowhere. So yeah, just keep going. You're doing really, really well and you're gonna get there. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.